Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be how is your life transforming? So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, group 1. So how is your life transforming? I feel like you're coming into your full power, but I also get this sense of being very grounded, because when you look at these cards, you have 4, 4, 4. There's a sense of grounding your energy and feeling incredibly stable within yourself. I feel for some of you with paradigm shift, some of the energies that you've let go of have completely transformed not only you, but your life, your lifestyle, maybe even what you feel is possible for you. I just feel like there's a very strong energy of a rebirth. And with strength and the Hierophant, I'm also getting this energy of you becoming or being who you were always meant to. So there is a sense here of, for some of you, this could spill over into, career, life purpose, you being able to share and show up in a way that really celebrates your greatest attributes, or really you're sharing more of who you are, your authenticity, whether this is in the context of career or just in terms of your personal life. It's like you've been able to strip back or strip away layers of yourself, layers of conditioning that made it difficult for you to, I just said show yourself, but share yourself, share your energy and share all those aspects. With Strength and Hierophant, again, I'm getting a very strong, stable energy within yourself, where it's like you're the source of your own happiness. You understand that it's you calling the shots in regards to your life, how you feel, what you want. I keep hearing taking your power back. So there is a strong energy here with this Death card, 4 of Pentacles and Death. It's like you've let go of certain things that were dragging you down, right? That were not allowing you to ascend, to fly, to reach your fullest potential. And I feel like for those of you that have come out of a healing phase, it's like that healing is complete, or that healing has been successful. You're now able to, clear energies, release aspects of yourself, I'm hearing, that weren't who you truly were. And it's like now it's revealing more of that authentic glow. The way you look could be changing as well, just in terms of your energy field, because I feel like you're going to have a light or a glow about you, and it's going to be really noticeable to others. But how is your life transforming? You may really feel inspired as well to create changes, right? This is the energy of, I'm the master, or I'm the magician of my own life, my own frequency. I determine, what I want in my world, how I want to feel, who deserves a place in my life. I just see you being very decisive, having very strong boundaries and doing what's best for you, irrespective of what other people think and feel. I just heard taking no prisoners. There's just something about this momentum in your life where I feel like things are going to shift, or better yet, you're making these huge waves or big shifts in your own reality because of this energy you have now. But with paradigm shift, it's like you're seeing yourself more clearly than you have previously. If there were parts of yourself, some of you have done really intense shadow work. If there were parts of yourself you were not aware, or you were holding you back, it's like you face those shadows, or you face those limiting beliefs, and now they have no power over you. Now you're free to fly, you're free to kind of ascend and grow beyond limitations of the past. And this could be opening up anew. With Ace of Wands and the Hierophant, this is very strong. Yeah, it could be literal teacher energy, but there's something that I feel like you're the boss of, or taking charge of in your life, especially around life purpose, career, things that matter to you. You may be setting things in motion that previously you thought were impossible. With paradigm shift, some of you, this process has been a spiritual awakening, especially with this Death card. There's a sense here of you've awakened to new concepts of self, new ideas, and it's opened up your mind. And this expansive energy you're in on a mental level, I feel, is opening up the pathway for new opportunities, new experiences. Yeah, and I've just heard as well, the world is your oyster. your life is going to transform, because it's like things are going to happen or open for you or be available to you that either weren't previously or previously you didn't believe in. And it's like now you see firsthand what's possible, or you're no longer part of this reclamation of power is that you're no longer remaining in circumstances or situations that are too small for you. This group well and truly know their worth and know what they want to experience in life. Yeah, now I'm hearing that song Moving On Up, Nothing Can Stop Me, especially with strength. There's almost like I'm getting like a spiritual bulldozer where you bulldoze certain conditions, limits of the past experiences, toxic connections. It's like everything. Some of you have let go of an awful lot with Death and the Four of Swords, where you've literally, created all these endings or cleared out a lot of space. And it's like now that empty space is being filled with the things, the people, the situations that truly matter to you but are healthy for you. Okay, you have your first oracle, key to your freedom. Healed inner child, create inner safety, self-kindness, above the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm hearing you were willing to let go. And I feel like there were situations that you needed to let go of in order to have these changes come in, or in order to attract new experiences. So part of this change could also have to do with your self-talk, with this create inner safety, self-kindness. Perhaps the way you see yourself has shifted, and it's created a trickle effect in regards to how you speak about yourself, your self-concept, what you feel is possible for you. It's like you've raised the bar internally, and it's raising the bar on your life, right? Like it's only allowing in those people and experiences that are of a higher caliber. I feel like you're not really allowing in things that disturb your peace or drain your energy. With Four of Pentacles, there could have been difficulty in the past when it came to letting go of people or situations, or you've had to practice, non-attachment, letting go, surrendering certain energies. Because you also have Crystal Child. We have your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer. Yeah, and it's funny, you have seer, you have this third eye activation, but look at the sight here. It's like golden sight. Because you've become so radically honest with yourself, because for this group, I do feel you've done a lot of shadow work. It's almost like now you can see, before someone even opens their mouth, you can see what they're bringing to the table. You can tell immediately whether someone serves your path, what type of energy or consciousness they're in, what type of vibration they carry. It's like no one can pull the wool over your eyes. It's creating this level of discernment that you may not have had previously, because it's like if we have shadows within our own awareness or sense of self, we may not see others clearly, or we may not see clearly who and what is most aligned for us, right? Because the depths we've gone within ourselves and how healed we are in consciousness will determine what we find attractive. So there's something here where it's like you've healed or deep dive into the depths of your being, and you can see so clearly now. It's like no one can get past you, or your instincts are just on point. So your life is transforming as well because of this level of discernment, but your decision making and also your psychic abilities may have been cleared and cleansed through some of this cleansing and healing work that you've done internally. Because you also have resurrection, commitment, purification, devotion with Six of Swords. See, I feel like some of you may have ended a commitment. It doesn't have to be, it could be a commitment to a job, a lifestyle. There's something here where you've broken the chains of something that was binding you. It could have been a relationship for some, but I just feel like I just heard your commitment now is to self and your own journey rather than to anything outside of you. You definitely are not and will not commit to people and things that don't, I want to say, elevate you, that don't bring your life to a new level, that don't support your well-being. It's like anyone or anything that is not in alignment, I just feel like you're letting go of them or letting go of it so that you can kind of be in your power and live your best life. You also have Portal, 5D, Healing Temple, Astral Travel. Yeah, some of you, this has definitely been an ascension as well, right? where you've ascended in terms of your consciousness, which is also why you're seeing more clearly. Some of you have been through a third eye awakening, or with seer, it's like your level of clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, and I just heard clairsentience, like your knowing is on point. But yeah, it's like your vibration has risen from 3D to 5D, and you may have had to shed certain aspects of the material or physical world, or even particular relationships, to enable yourself to elevate. And with release, I feel for this group, you've let go of a lot. You may have let go of the past, let go of an old version of yourself, and Spirit is saying that's precisely why your life is transforming, because the energy that you've let go of is now what's creating room or creating space for this transformation and for a change. I just had a change of scenery, but that won't apply to all of you. I just feel like there's an energy here of not waiting or not being willing to settle at all, right? Where it's like you're ready for more and you're going to bring those circumstances and conditions to yourself. And a big part of how we do that, right, is not settling. If I do not accept or tolerate, for example, unhealthy connections or toxic behaviors, whether within myself or others, my life is naturally going to elevate. So a large part of improving your life is ultimately, not only wanting more for yourself, but, raising the bar, raising the standards for other people and for self. Yeah, but some of you have been through this enlightenment as well. There's a huge expansion with your consciousness. What may have happened as well is through your spiritual awakening and through this ascension, you see really clearly what's of value. It's like if there were things in the past that would pull on your energy or that you would give your energy to, it's like now I see you being very discerning and perhaps not allowing or tolerating the type of energies or people into your life that you once did. It's like immediately, when it's unhealthy, you're like, nope, I'm not going to take this on, or I'm going to keep moving. But with enlightenment, I keep hearing you can see through things. And we have this seer card here as well. So there's something here where you can see so clearly that it is helping you navigate your life and avoid certain pitfalls, right? Because it's like, the outcome before they even step towards you, or before you even have access to something. It's very clear to you whether it's going to be healthy or an unhealthy path. You have emotional freedom, vulnerability, flowing, rebalancing. Yeah, it's funny because you have key to your freedom with emotional freedom. So you've already set yourself free. Your life is transforming in a way where you feel free, or you've released yourself from some sort of mental bind or prison attachment. It's like the way you navigate and move through the world now, there's a sense of peace, harmony. I also think with this enlightenment and the Hierophant, this is a huge level of wisdom. So that level of wisdom that you've cultivated within yourself and through your life experience also is helping you navigate the physical and material world, because again, what's for you, what isn't, what direction to move. There's just this knowing. Yeah, and look, again, celestial assistance, angelic messages, guidance, enlightenment. So you have enlightenment twice and you have freedom twice. So that's how your life is transforming. Some of you may be taking this wisdom, right? This golden wisdom, these insights, and bringing it to others with the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. You may be using this enlightenment to enlighten others, because the Hierophant is that spiritual teacher. But you're definitely elevating. You're going to the next level. I just feel like you've let go of a lot, and this release or allowing, the letting go of certain circumstances has opened up certain doorways for you. Because you also have here discovering. Today I release my old beliefs, convictions, and preconceived notions. In their place, I seek new ideas, innovation, and endless possibilities. I am adaptable. I am able to see beyond my previous limitations and discover greater worlds inside me. Yeah. So with I am adaptable, again, we have that freedom. You've become potentially more flexible in your mindset, and it's opening up new pathways and new beginnings in the physical world. But yeah, there were certain limitations or even aspects of the shadow self that were blocking your ability to see, or not only see, to attain your highest potential. And now they have been removed, healed, released, and cleansed. You're free to fly, is what I'm hearing. God sustains me. As I turn each day over to God, my worries ease and my resistance softens. In the arms of God's love, I find inner peace even in challenging times. Today, my faith provides me with great strength. I welcome all that comes my way, knowing that the love of God sustains me. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of this energy, it's like you learn to fill your own cup internally, right? Where you're not looking to the outside world, for example, to make you feel better or for validation or guidance. It's like you're going within self and you're meeting your own needs and you're discerning what is right for you, because no one knows better than you know yourself. And that level of depth that you've reached internally, again, is spilling over into the physical. But for some of you, you have some really beautiful, I keep hearing golden wisdom that you can share with others because of this process and journey of self. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. So I'm hearing for this group, your strong boundaries and being really clear in terms of who and what you want and will allow in your life has opened the door for some of you to really beautiful connections. And for those of you who want a romantic connection or are seeking a romantic connection, there's a beautiful love here as well. But I just feel in general, when you look at this card, the energy is so fierce, so intense, very strong energy. Right? Some of you have really protected your space or set boundaries with the things or the people that just didn't serve you. I get that energy of really cutting the cords, cutting what binds you, especially with 8 of Cups, the Tower, the 7 of Wands. Some of you may be a little bit defensive with people or conditions from the past, right? Like if there were situations where you felt disrespected or you felt like you weren't getting, I just heard your justice, right? What you deserved. I feel as though you're just not even remotely receptive or open to these energies, these people, these circumstances. With this fierce presence, I just get this energy of, you know, I'm protecting my peace. I'm putting my needs first. If anyone tries to mess with that or throw me off balance, like they're going to get cut off emotionally, energetically, spiritually. That you have really strong boundaries. And again, this could have developed or you may have cultivated these because of situations in the past. But I feel like this group, you're very protective of your own peace and happiness. And honestly, I feel like it is, in many ways, it is benefiting you. I just get this sense of, it's like because it's almost like someone who isn't at this level and isn't bringing something to the table is going to be too afraid to approach you, right? Because your standards are so high. You're so, some of you could be very direct, like you're not afraid to put people in their place or tell them, you know, what you're expecting, what you need in a connection, how you feel. And it's like some people would be too scared to step toward you. I also feel for this group, you're someone that's cultivated or come into inner harmony and union with your divine feminine and masculine polarities. Because I feel for this group, you do have a lot of masculine energy balancing the feminine in regards to boundaries. And, you know, boundaries, building your own place, peace, sanctuary. There's just this energy, there's a good balance and duality within you. I also think you know when to extend kindness and be really welcoming and warm. And you also know when to pull your energy back or when someone could be taking advantage or trying to manipulate that love and kindness. So I think there's this beautiful flow or harmony within your own energy field. Yeah, but with 8 of Cups in the Tower, how is your life transforming? I feel like because of certain endings that you've put in place, it's like now the right people can find you. This is, for this group, it is very much around connections and relationship, whether that be, you know, like a romantic soulmate, or this could be like soul family, platonic connections. There's something here where I feel like you've closed the door on situations that, again, disturb your peace, that bring negativity, that bring or put you down. It's like I keep getting this energy of I'm protecting me and I'm taking care of my happiness and putting that first. And I feel like you've created this beautiful inner world. With the High Priestess in the world, this is like your inner sanctuary, right? And not many people have access, or not many people are allowed to enter that sanctuary or access your energy within it. And because of that, it's like people have to be really careful or aware of how they step towards you. Yeah, this is definitely not the energy of someone that's like going to play about or mince their words. I feel like your energy is very clear, and it's like those who, you know, haven't cultivated that power within themselves may be quite intimidated by your energy. There is this energy, like with this stare, I do think your instincts are spot on. And with that High Priestess, some of you may be psychic or have a level of intuitive ability that does help you navigate the physical world, especially connections as well. But I just feel like anything, as soon as something becomes unhealthy for you or starts draining or depleting your energy, you've learned and mastered that lesson of walking away and setting boundaries. There's something around, with this Seven of Wands, obviously that can be defenses, but I'm seeing it as like an energetic shield around you. You've really mastered the art of spiritual protection, because I feel like when someone tries to step towards you or bring any type of negative energy towards you, it's almost like it bounces back and hits them. It doesn't get absorbed in your energy field. And because of that, it's like anyone that had or could have shadowy intentions or, deceptive energy, it's like it doesn't work on you. It's almost like you're impossible to manipulate, is what I want to say. But again, you've built and cultivated this energy from the inside out, and it's changing your life, number one, because of your commitment to yourself, which has a flow-on effect in all areas of your life, but also because those types of people, like energetically, there's no match, there's no resonance, and they can't really influence you. I also think how your life is transforming is you're coming into a time of greater peace and joy where you don't have to have your defenses up, right? It's like meeting a soulmate or soul family, where I just have partners in crime, right? Where there's a sense here of, for some of you where you are single or you are open to a romantic connection, I do feel this is a soulmate energy, but it's like you can trust them fully or they see you fully. There's no need for defense. You feel safe. And there's something here around knowing when you've met your tribe. I just heard the one, but I was going to say your tribe. But there's something about seeing very clearly perhaps a connection that is for you, right? Because I feel like you may have been in this phase where you're shutting doors or you're letting go of things and people in situations that weren't for you, but now you're going to experience the opposite of that, where you understand and can feel the difference and resonance in those that are meant for you in your life. You have arise, know and flow is the love, you are bliss. Again, more joy. If you were in a cycle where there was a lot, I don't want to say negativity, but there could have been a lot of situations you had to let go of, clear certain people's energy or negative energy, and it's like now you're ready for the joy, the more positive experience of life. So I do see you feeling a lot lighter, a lot happier. I do feel though this could be linked, or there could be a connection that aids you in this lighter, happier phase, right? I do feel like there could be a really beautiful connection joining you. But I just think in general, you're going to feel as though there's more paths or doorways open to you. There's a sense of liberation here. Because you also have here universe with master number 11, Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life, macrocosm. If you also had been in an energy, because you had the Eight of Cups with the Tower of solitude, where you kind of had to protect your peace by almost going within or being in hermit mode because you didn't have the right types of connections around you, or you hadn't yet met those souls that really resonated with you on a deeper level, I feel like that's shifting and changing as well. And it's like now you're around or you're attracting in a connection where it is in sync or is in resonance with you. Yeah, you have cleanse, lifestyle choices, detox, nourishment. I feel like you've had to detox many things out of your life, but especially connections, many connections out of your life, right? And I feel like some of you could be very protective, again, over your space, what you consume, your home. I just see someone who's so selective with the energies they allow into their lives. And that's ultimately what has helped to transform your life, because these frequencies no longer have access to you, or they can't, throw you out of balance, throw you off kilter. Because you literally have sacred space with secret garden. Cultivate your space, inner beauty, self-care. Some of you could have put a lot of emphasis as well on your life's on healthy living and healthy lifestyle, self-care, taking care of yourself in a way that feels nourishing. But I mentioned here about your inner sanctuary. It's like you're protecting it. That's this secret garden and this sacred space. It's like your inner world, your life is your sacred garden. And it's like you're not going to allow in anyone or anything, number one, that doesn't have the purest of intentions, but also that doesn't match this frequency. And it's like Spirit is saying now someone is coming in, or multiple, you know, soul connections are coming in that do match your vibration. Yeah, I feel that there's just this energy of cleansing, clearing, only giving time and energy to the people and things that give back to you and that serve your highest good. Also had here healing chaos, and look at all the butterflies emerging with the High Priestess. So again, I feel like this group, you've done a lot of healing work and you've done the inner work. In the past, part of why you could be, you know, very protective of your peace is because you've been through a lot of chaos and you've had to heal from a lot of chaotic situations, it could be a chaotic past or childhood or relationship experience. And it really has led you to make your foundation steady and solid, not wanting to absorb or take on these energies. It's like you've reinstated peace in your own world, in your own life. And it's like anyone that brings this kind of chaotic energy, or even people, I'm thinking of chaotic people where they say one thing and do another. Their actions don't match their words. It's like you're watching and examining very clearly and closely what people say and how they live their lives. Because even if you watch what someone's doing, right, in terms of their lifestyle, their career, their friendships, relationships, you can get a good sense of how healthy they are just through those habits. When someone is kind of unhealthy, you'll often see it in lifestyle choices or habits, or how they take care of themselves, how they're living or where they're living. You have happiness, right? And when I say where they're living, I don't mean judgment over like the neighborhood they live in. I mean in terms of, you know, like their home, right? How their home looks, the living standards they set for themselves within that, right? Because all of these are reflections of self-love and self-care. And I think you're looking for someone who also is healed and has this elevated vibration. But look, even with this card happiness, you see a pair, right? I keep seeing this pairing. So for some of you, I do feel like it's meeting a soulmate, meeting someone that really resonates with you and resonates with your energy. But I keep seeing an increase. You have happiness and you have bliss here. So greater joy, fulfillment, freedom, as well as what I just heard. I feel like your energy and your vibration has risen drastically, but the only reason this is transforming your life and bringing in new circumstances is because you chose to make these decisions and change your lifestyle, change your habits. You also have attachment, accumulation, defensiveness, scarcity. But it's funny you have defensiveness because you also had 7 of Wands here. So I'm getting, for some of you, I don't know if defensive is the right word, but you're definitely protecting what you built for yourself, both internally and maybe even materially, right? Like you may be very selective with who you share your love with, who you share your abundance with. I just see someone that's very conscious. And the other card you had is oneness, balance, patience, divine masculine. Again, I feel like you've come into union with the feminine and masculine polarities within yourself. But with this balance and patience, I feel like you may have been very patient. For those of you who are single or have been single, I feel like you've been patient whilst, you know, a certain union or connection enters your life, right? But with this balance, it's showing inner balance, inner harmony, because you balanced out all those aspects within yourself and you've reached this place of peace and balance internally. But with oneness, I'm getting this sense of you may go from having been single or spending a lot of time in solitude into a sense of oneness and connection and union, right? Where you feel, because I feel like you found that wholeness internally, but now it's like you're ready to share that with another, even if it's in a platonic sense. We have everything changes. A soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of any difficulties I may perceive. No matter the circumstances, I remain a source of true joy. Everything changes when it is bathed in the light of the divine. Yeah, I feel like with this, it's funny, I remain a source of true joy. I keep getting that. It's like you're in this vibration of joy. With everything changes, your frequency has changed so drastically because of what you've let go of and because of the sanctuary. And some of you, this sanctuary you've cultivated within yourself could also be a spiritual practice, such as meditation or yoga or a form of prayer where you're really connecting deeply with the divine. But I feel like that's helped you anchor in this baseline frequency of joy and gratitude. Yeah, a door to the infinite. At my heart center, there is a door that leads to the infinite. Today, I visit my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity and I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the higher levels of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. Yeah, and even with this card, again, some of you may have had to really work on healing that heart chakra. And it's like, I'm hearing that song, Let My Love Open the Door to Your Heart. There's that sense where now your heart is open, right? Now the right person or people, connections can find you because that heart is fully healed. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 3. So how is your life transforming? I feel like you've set a really beautiful new foundation for yourself in regards to a new chapter. So I feel like there could be something that you're building or you're about to build that that I'm hearing you're ready for, right? But I feel for some of you, you've had to overcome certain fears, certain blocks. Yeah, like with the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles, it's like they keep showing me you have a clean or solid foundation to build for this next cycle, this next chapter, what's coming up for you. But again, there could have been with the Hermit and the Moon as well. This could be healing the subconscious, doing some shadow work in preparation for this, especially with love and wisdom, because there's an energy here almost of you ascending to that higher self or you ascending to a higher frequency and then being able to kind of build from there, or you have that higher perspective which is enabling you to build. Yeah, with the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles, I do feel for some of you this could be linked to career or life purpose, right? Or, you know, or something this could be like a project, something that you're individually building or starting. There's a really strong energy of initiative. And for some of you, it's like you may have overcome certain fears or limiting beliefs and doubts around building this or taking this path, moving in this direction. Yeah, because I feel like there could have been fears in the past around doing this or feeling ready for this. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles, I keep hearing it's time or you're ready. There's this sense that you're able to move ahead now. Yeah, I just heard shaking fear out of your system. And with the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit, for some of you as well, it's like you may have built something within self. This is reminding, because you chose the card of love and wisdom, this is reminding me of someone that takes their own inner journey or their personal spiritual path and cultivates these gems of wisdom and insights and personal growth. And now it's like, I'm ready to bring that into, or to blend this into a book or into a workshop, a project, a business. It could even be like your personal healing journey, and now you're becoming a healer in regards to a business endeavor. But I do feel like it's like you have the wisdom now, or you've cultivated the energy necessary to move ahead. The number 7 could be significant to you as well. But again, I keep getting this energy of divine alignment and it's time. I also feel like you have a lot of, if you feel like you don't have much support in the physical, in the 3D, you have a lot of support astrally, right? Like there's a sense of spirit guides, angels, these higher beings working with you, or even illuminating your path as you move ahead. With that 7 of the Moon and the 7 of Cups, there could be more than one thing that you do or you undertake and embark on, but I just feel like there's new pathways open to you that you may not have fully seen or recognized previously. And it's like now these doorways are open to you because I feel like you've done a level of healing. It's almost like you've cleared the way Because for some of you, I feel like you might be quite multi-talented or multi-dimensional, where you're doing more than one thing, or you have more than one skill or talent that you're offering. Yeah, I just keep hearing you have the perfect foundation, or you've created this blank slate for yourself with the Fool, where you can have this new beginning. Especially with Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune, right? For me, this is the energy of past healing cycles, yes, but cleansing out, or this cycle, this wheel is turning to clear out energies of the past that don't serve you anymore. Your first oracle, you have Cities of Light. Telos Adama, Inner Earth, Etheric Retreats, Family of Light. Again, I feel like you have a lot of spiritual support, but with etheric retreats, there could be something here around, I said with that Seven of Pentacles, it's like building or investing inside of yourself. So you could be literally called to do a retreat, or for those of you where you resonate with being a healer of sorts, you may teach long-term, you may do workshops or teach retreats, or there's something about bringing your skill to the masses or to a group of people, putting yourself out there, showcasing that, whether that's in regards to healing or another career pursuit. It's like there could have been some fears or blocks here around really showing yourself, showing all of your talents and abilities and, you know, who you are as a soul. But it's like now there's this comfortability, or there's this confidence of really putting yourself out there. You also have Rainbow Child. We have Unstoppable, New Earth Builder, Multi-Talented, Miraculous Alchemy. So again, I'm getting for many of you, you have more than one talent or gift, or with that Hermit energy, you are very gifted, but you may have been in a phase of cultivating those gifts, of working on those gifts. And it's like now they're ready to be demonstrated, or you're bringing something to the world, to the collective, right? There's a new level of exposure. You could be sharing more of yourself, or you have a new idea that is going to showcase, whether this is like a new business idea, a new project that is going to showcase these talents. And with New Earth Builder, I am getting the sense for many of you, you're building something new, but you had to go through certain healing cycles or close out, especially fear, but energies in general, to have this solid foundation to build upon. Your other card is Lyran Stargate, Personal Power, Healing Entanglements, Throat Opening. Yeah, with the moon. So there could have been some connections you had to heal from as well. Some of you could have resonated with having a throat chakra blockage, or having trouble like sharing, putting yourself out there, right? Being seen, sharing your voice, sharing your truth, sharing your wisdom. Because I do feel for this group, you may resonate with being here to really be a guide to others or inspire others, but it's like there could be some reluctance. You may be more comfortable in the shadows is what I'm getting with that Hermit energy. Part of that is you have been going through certain healing cycles, so that energy was necessary while you were healing, but there's some sort of shift here where there's no holding yourself back anymore, right? Like you're not, what may have been hidden talents and gifts, or even hidden spiritual abilities and gifts, it's like now they're coming into the spotlight, or now they're being seen and recognized. Because you also have Way Shower. We have Shake Up the System, Cellular Upgrades. Yeah, it's like you're here to be a guide, a way shower, you inspire others, or there could be something about your voice or what you're here to communicate that's really healing to others. But here, I feel like you had to go through some changes with these cellular upgrades in order to be ready for this phase, right? Even in order to be ready to, you know, be in the spotlight or to be seen and recognized at new levels. Yeah, I just keep hearing there could be some reluctance to step into this role of way shower. But I keep hearing you're ready. Well, there's something about the timing now, divine timing, where you can bring this energy out. You can share this message. You are the embodiment of this love and wisdom. It's like you've been through these healing cycles and you've anchored in these frequencies within self. And it's like now you have that offering to give to the collective. You also have here fulfillment with temperance. Yeah, I feel like something is coming into full expression, but I do feel like it's something that you've desired, right? Even if there was some fear linked to this, I feel like you've done significant healing around, again, that throat chakra and around communication, being willing to communicate, being willing to speak up or be heard. Some of you, there could have been some fears around what you were communicating or even the reaction of other people to what you are communicating. But I feel like a lot of those fears have been transmuted and released. And I keep hearing there's something about with fulfillment, it's time. It's time for you to experience this, or in order for you to move into the next stage of your growth and evolution, it's like this is a necessary path or passage. With New Earth Builder as well, for some, and multi-talented, for some of you, what you're going to build on with the Fool and the Nine of Cups, again, you've got a solid foundation, which to me means you're fully in alignment with your true self or your higher self. It's like what you're going to build from now is fundamental to the new earth, right? Is fundamental to changes in, it could be expansion in terms of society, our collective beliefs, what we think is possible. There's something where you're shifting or turning the tides for others, or you're introducing a new way of thinking, being, doing, living. So there could be a pioneering energy here, right? There's definitely an energy of you standing out, or the things that you're communicating, the things that you're expressing do stand out to others or pave a new way with this way shower. The other card you had is abundance with this Wheel of Fortune. So again, your life is transforming with this desire and wish coming in, because it also brings tremendous abundance. And I feel for this group, you have the potential to create a legacy, right? It's like from one pentacle at a time with the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like one step at a time. I see this really cultivating into something very powerful, but healing for others, right? This isn't like, you know, creating a legacy and, you know, developing a lot of abundance, but it's, you know, primarily serving self. There's something you're doing where it is serving humanity, or it's ushering in new energy for others to experience. Yeah, look, you have challenges, blocks, fears and negativity, betrayal. I'm seeing this, I know it says betrayal, but I'm seeing it as almost like self-abandonment, you know, when we, or self-sabotage, I should say, where we hold beliefs that limit us and block our own potential. I feel like you've had to work through a lot of fears, maybe self-doubt, negativity, negative thought patterns in order to step into this energy, or to really feel like you're ready for this next phase, this next chapter. But I keep hearing Spirit keeps saying, yep, like the time is now. It's like you're ready to really start building. You're ready as well to be seen, I feel, for many of you, or your talents. Your talents, this could be like a business, a career path. It's ready to be, I want to say, in the spotlight. And again, that'll resonate differently for all of you, but there is this sense of really not holding yourself back in any capacity. You also have galactic guidance, star family, assistance, cooperation. Yeah, and I feel like you have a lot of guidance from the stars, from spirit, from the higher realms, right? You may really know that you're here on a spiritual mission. But again, I feel like it's like your frequency is so used to kind of giving, you have a very nurturing, gentle, loving energy. And at times, some of the energies of this world may feel a little bit harsh, or you may be apprehensive about putting yourself front and center, right? Or, you know, being in the spotlight to any degree, being seen. There's some sort of, it's like you may be more comfortable dealing or operating with this wisdom behind the scenes. That I do think there's this encouragement from spirit to really move ahead and to not allow, I feel like you've worked through most of this fear now. And spirit is also saying with the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles, things are going to be more smooth sailing moving forward now because of the energies that you've transmuted and released that could have caused obstacles or hiccups in the past. So I have growing. And look, you literally have a spirit guide here and then another one here, right? And it's almost like giving you or supporting you to unlock, to share your power. Some of you could literally have a really powerful spiritual gift that they're encouraging you to turn into a business or use in a business, right? Or an idea, something that's been divinely gifted to you. So growing, today I understand that I'm here to learn, to discover and grow. When I nourish myself with my inner light, my inner divinity grows. When I study the messages that life brings me, I am improved in the eyes of God. When I strike a balance between the material and spiritual worlds, I'm freed of inner conflicts. In these ways, I grow my own soul. Yeah, it's like an end to challenges and conflicts if you've had, and I'm not saying there won't ever be a challenge, but I just feel in general the path is smoother for you now because you've overcome these inner conflicts. And I'm hearing some of the challenges, even if the obstacles appeared in the physical realm, they were actually being triggered internally because of energy you had to heal or overcome within self. But I'm getting, you may have been more, I read when I strike a balance between material and spiritual worlds. In the past, you may have been more in this, your own world and frequency that you were cultivating. And now it's like bringing that energy out into the collective. The other card you had is hope. As I enter the great school of life, I hold tight to my faith in God. God's love guides me and guards me in every situation I encounter. Regardless of what I confront, I trust in my true nature. Today I welcome life. I know the light will always return and there will always be infinite possibilities for me. Yeah, it's like now for you, the voice of faith and hope is stronger than the voice of fear. And that's why Spirit is really saying you're ready to take action. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. Okay, so for this group, we have Ascension. So how is your life transforming? I have to say for this group, there's a really strong emphasis on a spiritual ascension and transformation, which will naturally have a ripple effect in the physical world. But right now, you may be going through a lot of changes internally, right? Like there's a huge upgrade, there's a huge ascension and a shift in your energy field. And then I feel like it's going to flow into the physical. Right off the bat with Knight of Wands, I feel like you're going to feel with this energy a lot more passionate or inspired. There's a lot of fire energy I'm feeling, right? I know we have air energy here as well, but I'm just getting this really strong energy of passion and fire. But it's like you've had to work through certain frequencies or you're still in the process of clearing out with Ten of Wands certain vibrations, certain energies to allow this in. So there could be renewed passion coming into your life, or this can even be passion with another, right? With Knight of Wands and Two of Cups, this can be someone that enters your life that sparks a lot of passion and fire for you also. But just in general, I feel like there's just an increase in the energy you're going to be feeling as well and your vitality. So then how is your life transforming? I feel like you may be feeling more energetic. You may be feeling more motivated, inspired, excited by life, right? Like it's like coming out of this healing phase or letting go of something that wasn't working with the Ten of Wands, the Five of Swords, clearing the past, and it makes way for a beautiful new future or new experiences. And I'm hearing an ascension as this energy where you ascended or your vibration has risen to such a level that you're ready for the new, right? You're ready for new experience. You're ready for change as well for some of you. With Ten of Wands and Two of Swords, for some of you, you may have closed something out or let go of a particular path or situation, which is opening you up to a new pathway. And I want to say new and better or a higher vibrational pathway, person, option. It's almost like by closing out one aspect that wasn't serving you, now you can attract in what is aligned with you. I also feel like there could be a lot of change, yes, in your life, but also within yourself, like your sense of self. You may be feeling very different, or it's like through this ascension, through this awakening that you're going through, it's going to give way to a lot of changes in the physical world, like the things you enjoy doing, your lifestyle choices, how you are transformed. Especially with Page of Swords, Knight of Wands and Two of Cups, I'm also hearing trust your inspired ideas or trust the ideas that come from the divine, because you may be getting a lot of downloads or insights from Spirit in regards to this new chapter or in regards to what's next for you. Yeah, Five of Swords and Queen of Swords, some of you as well may have had to really set boundaries or cut off situations that, weren't aligned, or For some of you, this could just be the past in general with the Ten of Wands. You're just letting go of the past, or it's like you're ready for new horizons. So your life is transforming because you're letting go and releasing who you have been previously, but also what has been previously, so you can open the door and allow in the new. Yeah, with Ten of Wands or Two of Swords, I keep hearing don't be afraid to let go of what isn't working or what hasn't worked for you. The first oracle is Heart of Ascension. It's funny because you have Ascension here twice. Expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. So yeah, again, with the Ten of Wands, you're dropping the wands, you're releasing the past. With love for all as well, there could be an element here of forgiveness, forgiving both self and others, to let go and move towards what is aligned for you. Essentially, how is your life transforming? It's going to look nothing like the past. Because you've been able to release certain energies and drop, these can also be dropping certain beliefs or thought patterns linked to the past. Because you've been able to fully let go of that, I feel as though it's bringing in circumstances and experiences that are unrecognizable to a former version of you, or to what you were once drawn to, or what once resonated with you. It's like your life from this point on, it's going to be like night and day, the difference in your experience. And you also have here depths of love. Let go of fear to jump into love. Let go beyond attachments with the Two of Swords. And it could be letting go of the past or walking away from the past. Open the door to something new, because you do have depths of love here with the Two of Cups. So for some of you, what is changing or what's transforming your life or sparking a level of passion could be a new connection or a very passionate connection here. But with let go beyond attachments, again, I feel like with Ascension, it's like you've detached from old views of yourself or your life or how life is, right? And a concept, a mental construct of how your life should be or how it should look. And it's like by letting go of that, it's like you're open to the unknown now. New circumstances are free to flow into your world because they're not kind of stifled by an idea or belief of how things should be. There's some sort of, with this ascension, this spiritual ascension, there's been an awakening in terms of your mindset and in terms of what's possible. You also had here, my body is a safe space, transmuting, breaking down barriers, realizations with this Five of Swords. Again, I feel like you've really come home to yourself, and you may have really been asked to release the past or release certain individuals or energies from the past so that you can be fully aligned with yourself and what feels good to you. Because with my body as a safe space, it's making me think when we're in certain environments, right, or we're around certain people, our body will naturally speak to us. We'll get like a gut sensation, gut feelings. We'll get energetic impressions. There's something around, is it claircognizant? I can't remember, or clairsentient? I can't remember which one, but it's like you may get a lot of knowing through the body, through the instincts. And I feel like you've created this safe space within your own being. This could also be the healing work that you've done as well, with transmuting certain energies, breaking down barriers. I feel like these are some of the mental constructs I was speaking of, where I feel like if there were, you know, limiting beliefs or limits on what you felt you could experience, you don't think or feel this way anymore, which is enabling new pathways or a new door to open for you. You also have pilgrimage, sacred sites, grid work, dragon energy with the Queen of Swords. And with that dragon energy, again, I'm getting a very passionate, I keep getting fire, right? Some of you could have really been working as well on the lower chakras, especially that root chakra, because I feel like you're very grounded, or the energy, very grounded, but very stable as well energetically. And very empowered, or you're stepping into this energy of empowerment. Part of why you could be feeling stronger and safer within yourself as well is the boundaries that you're setting, right? That you've set certain boundaries in your life. Well, I just said with yourself and with others. So this can also be setting boundaries in terms of our self-talk, in regards to our beliefs, what serves us and what doesn't. I just see you being very clear in who and what you allow into your life, into your world, and that's creating like a ripple effect or a lot of changes in the physical. And you also have stillness here with Page of Swords. I feel like you're coming out of a time of stillness. For those of you where you've been in introspection or you've needed to take time to heal or just even find a level of peace, inner peace, it's like I feel like now you're ready for action, or there's more fire energy that wants to find you and come into your life, right? There's more passion. Because I feel like you've done the integration work or you've done a level of this healing work that now your life is transforming because you're ready for the new. And for some of you, you could be ready for, this could literally be a new person, right? Or a new circumstance that ignites that passion. With stillness as well, I feel like you've had plenty of time to get to know who you are, but what you really want in your life as well. Like what feels aligned to you, how you want to live. The other card you have stillness and you have love. But it's almost like out of the stillness or even out of solitude comes love. Because you have 3 cards now around love. So for some of you, I really feel like there is a new connection on the horizon, or there's a new connection in your life that sparks this passion. But again, take it as it resonates. It depends whether you're open or receptive to that energy. But I just feel like you're definitely stepping into a new timeline, or you've ascended into a higher timeline that's creating these changes for you. And it's like an upgrade, right? Like the level of connection you experience now is tenfold what you could have attracted previously because of all this growth you've gone through, because of your own ascension. You have as well the Guardians. Shielding, defense, warning above the Knight of Wands. There could be a bit of fear, if a new person comes in, or because it's making me think of someone who's been in this kind of, I want to say spiritual cocoon or this sacred stillness, and then someone comes in and there's a lot of passion or there's a lot of fire and heat, but they feel hesitant about it, right? Or they don't know if they can trust it. And again, use your intuition, use your discernment, but I do feel like Spirit is saying like it's time, or you are ready to experience this type of connection or this energy. And the other card you had was Third Eye Portal, vision, clairvoyance and clarity, confusion. And it may be as well distinguishing between the voice of fear versus your intuition. Because I do feel for this group, you are very intuitive, you have great instincts, but it's like, when we've been through something in the past, and even though we've healed from it, even though we've laid this chapter to rest, or even a version of ourselves to rest, we may worry that it repeats itself. But I keep hearing that message, your life moving forward is going to look nothing like the past. And this could even be a connection that comes in that is nothing like the types of connections you experienced previously in the best of ways. It's a higher level love, right? It's a higher vibrational connection. But there could be an element of fear, or almost like you needing to trust that, either trust this person, and again, use your discernment, but there's a sense of trusting your own instincts as well here. And you also have 10-10. So I do get that energy where you've closed out a cycle, or you're completely done with the past. I reap what I sow. Today I remember that all I think and all I do will come back to me in some way. I understand that I reap the fruits of what I sow and fill my life with thoughts and deeds of abundance, light, and love. I sow these seeds knowing I will harvest the greatest of riches. I feel like that's what you've been doing, right? But you may have done this unknowingly, in the sense that you were kind of engaged in your own healing, your own spiritual growth and practice, but it's having a spillover effect into, for example, your abundance, relationship sector. But it's like that transformation first began internally with the changes you made within self. And you have a gift from life. Each day life offers me abundant proof that the universe loves me. Every day God sends angels to help me. Today I will receive an angelic message. It may come from someone with whom I speak, or from words that I read. I will listen closely, as this message is a divine gift meant to help me make my way in love and maintain my spiritual strength. So again, there could be someone significant that comes into your life, communicates with you. But Spirit is saying as well, when someone or something is aligned for you or meant for you, there will be an abundance of signs. You will see signs. I just saw 1313 on the timer. Some of you could be seeing mirroring numbers as well, but it's like the universe will be giving you signs, omens, even your instincts, like the sensations you have, your gut instincts, your knowing, all of that will be speaking to you. And it's like really trusting and having faith in what you know to be true or what you're feeling, right? Not doubting your own feelings or your own instincts because of potentially fear from the past, right? And for some of you, you may have been in this really intense ascension phase or this phase of, immense spiritual growth. And it's almost like being comfortable to come back out, or being comfortable, to share your energy, ultimately, to fully release the past and allow room for a new timeline, a new cycle, new experiences to come to the surface. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.